I'll be reacting to Higurashi when they cry GOU, or should I say Higurashi when they cry SOTSU? It really depends, because Funimation doesn't call it SOTSU, other sites do. But Funimation has the official license to the series in the US. But whatever the case may be, go SOTSU. I'll be starting my reaction in 1, 0, and go. Oh, hell yeah. I'm pumped up for more of that Higurashi greatness. Sadly, though, it's just a shame that we know this is whatever Hanya's going to attempt, it ain't going to have any degree of success. I wonder what she's talking about when she says a veer. Seems like he's trying to potentially encircle the girl. Hanya doesn't like the type that would enjoy the. Oh. I mean, that is a kind of a scary thing just seeing Rika that mindfuck, though. But you know what? It's always nice getting to see Hanya's perspective on all these events, though. Because honestly, it's always nice seeing a perspective because it's refreshing. Because the reason why I say that is, aside from her being interesting, I think another thing that also makes perspective interesting is just because of her relationship with Rika, too, is what also makes it pretty dang engaging to witness, if you ask me. I gotta admit, the song, this freaking song slaps for the opening. Go, ga, da. This is definitely one of the openings I can just jam to. And I wouldn't get sick and tired of jamming to it. You know, even though the opening does emphasize the character designs of all our youngins at the older age, I haven't really utilized the older character designs that much this season when it comes to everyone's grown-up appearance. But I guess the reason for that is because aside from this, there's 2 other episodes left. Unless it's in Kitchen in that state. Aww. And by technicalities, even though Rika could have handled things better with Satako and trying to better talk things out, handling things poorly with Satako in one of the previous loops doesn't justify all of his suffering, if you ask me. But that's life, though, sometimes. I gotta admit, Keiji put in such an amazing performance, too, with all the screams his voice actor's doing. It is absolutely fantastic. Oh! I'm just glad it temporarily panned away when it comes to like the first time the head actually splatters, because I did not need to see that. I did not want to potentially pick out my lunch. I'm glad it saved me that. Oh, I don't want to see himself pick at himself with a fucking fork. That'd be nasty. And all the special forces showed up a bit too fucking late. How the fuck is he giving a guy with the right shield that much trouble? Oh, and you know what? No, I can understand why adrenaline that can actually be damage intensive doing quite a bit. That's the thing. Jesus is about to fucking start as if it hasn't already gone off the deep end already. I always, I'm kind of say I've liked all these bits that they get after Satako wakes up to pretend to be knocked the hell out. I call BS on that. More like she's the only one that could perceive herself as an ally because allies don't send their butts towards decades of freaking torture. Yeah, the difference is the Hanyu did it with good intentions. He was doing it just to entertain herself and shits and giggles. That's a big difference between the two. The thing is, though, yeah, I mean, we all kind of had to see that Uwa was going to win because. Hmm. Kind of like other even things that make Uwa piss the fuck off because we haven't actually seen her like that in the series that much yet, if at all. Oh yeah, when she already lost all of her body parts below the intestine. I remember that. Yeah, I remember it because in the previous season, even though it's been like what almost 6 months, I still remember that bit because it was well animated. I kind of did would have loved to have seen how Satako actually set up this scenario because I was like, how she. Don't get me wrong. I know it isn't narratively necessary to show it, but it kind of makes me wonder how was she able to jog Rika numerous sentences to the point where she was able to body. I think that would have been something interesting to see. Not that I have any complaints on not showing it because it wouldn't be narratively important. Just a curiosity, though. Ooh, the big group. I kind of want to look away when they pan into lower body because I remember what they showed off in the previous season, but I do have to react to this. I mean, I've reacted to all the other episodes, so might as well. I kind of wonder what I kind of one of the few instances where I actually don't mind the dark oval of censorship. But at the same time, part of me is really curious to see what it looks like without the censorship, though. It's like a weird situation. I mean, as fucked up as it is to say that, I mean, she's got all the bargaining chips. I mean, Hanya's the one that's unfortunately bound right now. Satako's got all the power right now. That's absolutely evil, though. Wow. But honestly, though, I think Hanya's a bit rough on herself because if she had done nothing, Rika would would have permanently been dead. At least the way she did it, she gives Rika at least a shot of being able to gain freedom from absolute condemn, condemnation. Slight odds, but it's better than nothing. If only she realizes that it was mostly just an act. Well, at least in the latter loops, anyway. Well, if only she knew the Yoji Sadako's completely gone because it's mostly the witch port. Oh, that may be the case, but the way Satako went about it was completely and utterly wrong, though. I mean, I definitely want the side of scenes in Higurashi because just seeing Erika absolutely lose hope after having at least some semblance about it throughout the whole series is kind of it's really somber in a way. Oh shit! We're about to get to the moment with like the whole prank with the whole boxing club and then the gun pointing sequence because it seems like it's building towards that. Oh yeah. Hmm. I can really hope though that Rika's only saying this to put Satako eventually in a false sense of comfort so that she can get the upper hand eventually. I really hope there's just a 40 chess like maneuvering. Yeah, it definitely isn't because Nika would literally be lying to herself if she accepted that type of world. Especially considering how many times did she loop to try to. Yeah, exactly. You know, it feels lately that Satako operates on the sadness of other people, specifically Riko, with the way she just moaned like that. Gotta admit, the anime did a good job of rendering that. Kind of wouldn't have minded if throughout this series it would have delved into some of the other characters, aside from Keiichi, Rika, and Satako, because don't get me wrong, those three are good characters, but I kind of wouldn't have minded it delving a bit more into Reina, too. Because I think she's also another good character, too. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, it's getting closer now. Oh, man. I'm guessing that when we get to the gun pointing scene from the previous season, it's probably going to just yank us away and it's going to end. That's my gut feeling. Because going by the pacing, I actually do think, legitimately, 2 episodes would probably be enough to wrap up the Higurashi story. At least in my opinion. But a more unfortunate turn of events is opposing your role on other people when they don't necessarily want what you want for them. That's a lot worse. Thankfully, we. Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm assuming memories from the other loops. Kind of like how there we see one of the rare moments in the series, well, at least in this season, where Satako actually lets her guard down. Because usually she's got it up like 24/7. Da Vinci. I actually like that store name. It sounds cool. That console kind of looks like a Famicom in the background in the poster. Oh, yep, the prank. Yeah, it's getting fucking closer. I could hardly wait. And I love how they're again showing us Rika's perspective, how everything's just flowing into her mind like that quickly, too. It just really makes the scene extra tense. Oh, seeing this scene again actually is going to give me greater satisfaction because it's like finally we get to see a moment where Satako gets outsmarted because holy cow. Because originally seeing this in the previous season, I was like, all right, cool move by Rika. But now getting the whole context of this season, after seeing all the maneuvering that Satako has been doing, it's going to make it much more satisfying. You know, Reina's gift actually fits in pretty well. You know, I wonder if that's the original Satako actually trying to fight off the witch Satako. Yes, but even the even like the master of anything can make mistakes, though. As much as she tries to play it off, even the smartest people can make mistakes eventually. No one's perfect. I like that face as if she's seen a freaking ghost. I love how who's not so happy anymore. Good. I love seeing that. Oh. No, I don't think it's gonna end there. Fuck! I mean, I can't. Oh shit! I mean, I guess that was a perfect spot for a cliffhanger. And but some part of me was like, hey, you know, if we get lucky, they'll probably show us whether she pulls the trigger, or whether somehow Sataka is prevented from pulling the trigger. Some part of me was falsely hoping that was going to happen. But you know what? I guess I should have seen it coming. That cliffhanger was too damn good not to utilize. I'll give the episode credit. Now, and saying that, I'm going to give the episode an 8 out of 10 rating. I thought it was good. Yes, you could argue that it might have used a bit more flashbacks than I would have liked. I didn't mind it too much because considering the context of this season has been showing us mostly Satako's perspective on how she did actions to get the upper hand throughout the whole season, it's nice to actually get to see an instance where the reverse Uno type of card is pulled up against her finally. So even though, yes, we know one down to the last bit of the episode, it doesn't make it any less satisfying. And seeing Rika put things together bit by bit. Higurashi Hen. So that's why narratively, I thought I did well. And it was actually nice to see the perspective behind you and Uya, though. And considering how it was always been such a overbearing character, and I mean that in a good way. When she's celebratory, almost always every single time there's something unfavorable going against Rika, it was nice getting to see her actually put up a frowny face for once. I wouldn't mind seeing that more often, considering she is a major bitch. So that's why I thought narratively it was good. Yeah, nice moments like that. Getting the extra perspectives really made it nice. From a character standpoint, I actually like how it shows you Rika's emotional strength, showing you how despite all the odds being stacked against her, she still had the willpower of actually pulling off one last surprise against Satako. That was really good. And it was nice further seeing Satako's mind just go off the deep end and having her having the audacity to call herself an ally after what she's, and I'm like, my goodness. It's starting to go up to the point where it's like Satako said so many lies that she's good at fooling other people, but damn, this woman could probably fool herself with how much of a professional liar she's becoming. I mean that in a good way. Shows you how masterfully manipulated she actually is. So that's what I love with it with Satako, with Rika. Yeah, on occasions, I kind of wish they would be giving us a bit more perspective on some of the underutilized characters like Garena. But hey, you know what? At least the series in these last few episodes have given us the perspective of the characters that matter the most, like Rika and Satako. So I'm not going to complain too much about that. For what this series has to work with, it has done a fantastic job. So for that, I'll give it a lot of credit. Animation was good. Yes, while it did reuse some animation, I'm not going to blame it too much for that because it's like, look at it this way. The animation they did reutilize, it does have a point of being reutilized considering that we're still seeing, yes, information that we already know, but from a different perspective with new bits of information interspliced. So there is bound to be moments where animation does have to be reutilized. So I'm not going to blame the writers of the episode for doing that at all. I don't see any issue with that. Because it hasn't felt like they've actually abused that, to their credit. As for other bits, gotta say, the artwork was on model. Seeing Uwa immensely dissatisfied was also really good. And the music was great. You can definitely tell that when it comes to the series, they never hold back in having immensely glorious soundtracks. And that's why I feel the episode's worthy of an 8 out of 10. And the cliffhanger kicked a lot of ass. And now it's going to make me eagerly anticipate what they're going to do next week. Just given the fact that finally it's going to be completely new material that's going to be completely unpredictable now, which is rewarding in its own way. And that's what the overall the episode was really damn good if you ask me. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I'd actually really love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, or subscribe because I'll be reacting to the next episode whenever it does release. And yeah, see y'all later if you come back for more, and have a great, safe day or night, y'all, or whatever your time zone is. And I'll see you later if you join me for my reaction to the next episode next week, or if you're going to catch my Sunny Boy, I believe it's episode 10 reaction. But anyways, y'all, later.